Terribly sorry about that. The phone died. I charged it a little tiny bit, and we're going to finish this reading, and then that'll be that. So, guys, everybody get away from them. Yeah? So everybody got away from them. Alright? Moses said, "This is how you shall know." Oh, no, sorry. So, everyone withdrew from them. And when Dathan, and Abiram had come out and were standing at the entrance of their tents with their wives and their children and their little ones, Moses said, "This is how you shall know that the Lord sent me to do all I have done, and that it was not of my own devising. If these here die an ordinary death, merely suffering the fate common to all humanity, the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord makes a chasm, and the ground opens its mouth and swallows them with all that belongs to them, and they go down alive to Sheol, then you will know that these men have spurned the Lord." No sooner had he finished saying all this than the ground beneath them split open, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them and their families and all of Korah's people with their possessions. They went down alive to Sheol with all belonging to them. The earth closed over them, and they disappeared from the assembly. But all the Israelites near fled at their shrieks, saying, "The earth might swallow us too." And fire from the Lord came forth, which consumed the 250 men who were offering the incense. They all died. Some got swallowed. Leave what it's saying there. They were swallowed by the earth. That's terrible. And sent to Sheol alive. They went to hell alive, y'all. And then the rest, they weren't, compared to what we would think, weren't really doing that much, right? Fire from the Lord came forth and consumed the 250 men who were offering the incense. So the two choices there for who spurned the Lord in this situation was to go to hell alive or to be burned by fire alive until you were dead, right? They were burnt to death. Either way sounds pretty awesome, right? God is a loving God. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have sent his son to save us all. But he's also a very FAFO God. Right? Right? He will tell you, like the Egyptians, "Let my people go, or I'm going to do bad stuff to you." If you don't, then he's going to do bad stuff to you. People suffer in life and they say, "I don't understand. I thought God said it's going to be easy." Where? Where did he say that? He said, if you are truly a good Christian and love me and love my son and love the way, your life will be hard. And it will be miserable. And you will have great sufferings and a cross to bear. And it will be hard. He never said it would be easy. He never said you were going to be rich or famous or even loved. He said it would be worth it. That's what he said. He said, if you live your life according to my word and my laws and my way, then it will be worth it. Whatever the suffering is in those 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years you get to live. The reward at the end of it will have been worth it. Never said it'd be easy. Said it was worth it. Pray today. Pray for those you don't want to pray for. Especially pray for them. Be honest with the people around you that love you if they have bad influences in their lives. But don't try to drag the bad influences down. Just be honest with them about the things those people do that they need to avoid doing. Because if they are bad influences, if they aren't getting right with God, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, that'll come out and you won't have to say anything bad about those people. The truth always comes out, y'all. It may come out after you're dead. But it always comes out. And once it does, those people have to deal with the lies they told. That will be on them, right? Don't beat it up and don't make them look bad. Just tell the people you love, if they're influencing them in some way, hey, the influence they're this could be an influence that leads you away from God, or that leads you towards things that are going to lead you away from God. But don't beat the person. Say God loves that person just like God loves you. Now, that person may have a lot more work to do, or that person may have to turn around and come back to God because they've turned their back on God. But that affects zero how much God loves them, right? It's like your kid. They can do anything they want to. You may be disappointed, angry, upset, but it's not going to change how much you love them, is it? They're your kid. Same. We're all His children, yeah? I love you. Jesus Christ loves you a whole lot more. Pray today, pray today, pray today. Nothing is lucky. It's a blessing, yeah? Remember, it's not about, I can do it tomorrow. Right? It's not about, people really love things like, well, there's always tomorrow, or but what there is, every single day, what there is, without question, without fact, without any kind of argument, what there is every single day is one less day that you're going to be on this earth. Facts. We all have a day when the Lord's going to call our name. Yeah? So every day you live, you have one less day to live. When you start seeing it that way, it'll change things for you. Instead of thinking about how you've got all this time, think about how every day takes away from your time. It will change your perception of what is important. It took dying on an operating table several times for me to get it. But I'm real hard-headed. Maybe you're better. But time is the one thing that each and every one of us has an exact finite amount of on this earth. We don't know what that is, what that finite amount is. But we all have a finite amount of time on this earth. So go look at your phone and see how much time you spent in the last year on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Because if you spent 2 weeks worth of actual hours on those apps, man, that's a lot of time that you're never getting back. They could have been spent with someone you love, teaching them, just being with them, hanging out with them. Every day that goes by is a day less that you have to be on this earth. Every moment you spend angry or hating or any of that is a moment you can never get back to spend loving or being happy. Love the people in your life. Reconcile with them when you have issues. Say I'm sorry. But don't let those people, the ones that are influencing you in the wrong way, don't let those people create a situation where to make them happy, you're pulling yourself away from God. What did Christ say? If you're going to truly follow me, you have to love me more than you love your son, your daughter, your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister. Everybody. He didn't say that because he wants you to pull away from your family. He wants you to help them if they're not where they need to be. But he said that because he needs you to know, if it comes down to it, that if you have to someday pick between your mama and your daddy, or your brother and God, you have to pick God. If you gotta walk away from them, you gotta walk away from them. If that's what it takes to be on God, then that's what you gotta do. You still gotta pray for them, that maybe they'll turn their life around and get back with God, so that you can be a part of their lives again too. But you have to be willing. And the only way we're willing is if we love Jesus more than we love everything else. All the things of this earth. If you don't love Jesus that much, then you cannot love your kids or your wife or anybody else the way you're supposed to. Because you can only love them in a very limited human way. But with God, you can love them in a much deeper way, a much more fulfilling way. Yeah. I love you. I do. Jesus Christ loves you a whole lot more. Sorry about the phone dying. We having to splice the video together, but we got it done. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. And I hope you remember to never turn your back on God. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do that will make him not love you. Except turning your back on him and never coming back. He'll still love you. But he'll let you do what you want. Because he loves you. He wants you to be happy. If your happiness means being rich and famous and paying no attention to God, then he will let you have that. But remember, every knee shall bend. Every head shall bow. Whether we believe in God or not, we will stand in front of him someday and be judged. It'd be a lot better for us if we had believed and strove to be the kind of people he wanted us to be. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed day.